where you and I were at UPSA on the 7th of February 2024, when the president was seated there, all the cabinet members were there, and Dr. Bawumia spoke about all the things he would do differently should he become president, and all these things were in there. When he spoke about A-levy and the fact that once he's president, he will cancel it. He said these things whilst he was a certain president. There is nothing the vice president has said on this tour that he didn't say whilst he was in office.
Arrogance of power.
Exactly, he said different. It. Yeah, he said it.
He said it when he was in power?
Yes.
Publicly?
Yes, because you see, Evans, these things, they are just part of the human nature. You are a big organization. You've appointed close to about 8,000 people. You should expect these things to happen across. What you will do is to continuously conscientize your people to understand that we are serving. And so we should calm down a little bit. But there is nothing he has said that he hasn't mentioned in the past.
But does he accept that he is as guilty as everybody else?
That is why you see and hear him. And I watched him on your news where he said, Yaso yedin, Yaso yedin, Yaso. It is we. There is not a single statement the vice president, the former vice president has made without using the pronoun we. We. His entire conversation is a we. Then he goes on to say, we have learned our lessons. And so what these lessons are supposed to do for us is to guide and shape us to become better than we were in the past. How can any objective, Evans, please give me a minute. How can any objective person have a problem with a leader that is confident and bold enough to admit shortfalls of his organization, which is part of,
except that he hasn't articulated when these problems were unfolding, what he personally did to steer the ship off the course of that iceberg that you eventually run into. What did he do?
Unless you are not listening or following the vice president, you make such a statement.
It's a question. What did he do?
During the campaign period, when he was vice president and during the campaign, he constantly spoke to these things.
It's not about what he spoke publicly.
He indicated, not publicly.
What did he do?
But he said, for example, I'll give you an example on E-levy. He's a member of the government. When government is taking decision, government takes a collective view decision, not an individual view decision. So when you go to cabinet, you may disagree all you want. But ultimately, the group will take a decision.
Did he disagree?
Of course.
Did he express
on E-levy? Yes, he did.
I mean, that's E-levy. That's on the DDEP.
On several of such issues.
On DDEP, he did. I didn't see him publicly once.
So you may not
depart from the DDEP.
You may not have seen him publicly depart on DDEP, but there are several issues, including DDEP and E-levy, that he disagreed on in government.
No, I'm asking a specific question about DDEP.
No, but you asked what he did.
Yes, on DDEP, did he object?
He objected to it, but it doesn't have to be public alone to show the objection. Must he publicly object to it alone to show that he objected?